Hey. So all the messages I've been getting this morning have been about just being vulnerable and sharing and being creative. So I've been thinking about, my heart already. It's been years since I received training in holistic pelvic care work, which is intervaginal massage work. And there's 50 people that know that I do it. And then everyone else, I kept it a secret, essentially, because in Pennsylvania the laws are vague. And so I started this whole process of finding out if it was legal or not. And in the process, I just got shut down. I got overwhelmed and shut down and just let it go. It just kind of went underground. And what I've been learning in the past couple months is how deep the effects of that goes. So the awesome news is, and why I'm doing this now and what brought all this awareness to mind, is that in my financial crisis of my winter, I was like, you know what? I'm a trained massage therapist. I'll just get a license in New Mexico and make it work here. And while I was doing the research for that, I came across the bylaws and read them and was like, I think pelvic floor might be inside the scope of practice here. So I emailed them and the answer was yes. And what happened after that was this amazing realization that I had been so shut down in these really subtle ways. And for years I'd been feeling just stuck. I just couldn't quite, I could get momentum into my voice, but then total shutdown, And that is classic shame right there. It's it's everything comes together and you can even do parts of it, It's not it's not like I was just shame can keep you in your bed and locked down doing nothing, but it can also give you lots of space, but leave you with this sense of it's just not quite, I'm not all there, I'm not all there. I'm there, but I'm not all there. And what I realized is I woke up the next day singing, and I woke up the next day after that singing and was like, oh my God, I've been hiding, and I hate hiding. If there's one thing about me, it's that I hate hiding. I am expression, authenticity, that's my jam, And so to realize that I had been hiding for 2 years, it's really painful. And the second thing is painful is that why I was hiding, because I found the most incredible, the pelvic work is first of all, it changed my life so much. And I've just seen it, doing the work that I've done with people along the way, the impact that it has is just unparalleled. It's just, it is parallel. There's a million ways to heal, but it's so potent and it's so fast and it's so direct, because it's literally go to the root. You just go there and it's all there, and all the shit that you think you've worked through 100 times is there, and it's there in this way that's it's amazing. So it's amazing. And it's this, and talk about shame, it's this place that we've been majorly shamed and majorly shut down. And it's fucked up that as specifically women, but as anyone who has any kind of genitalia, that this area of our body that is so potent, full of energy, full of the potential for creativity, and it's literally our creative center, both spiritually and physically. It's just so rich, and it's so shamed, and it's so controlled, and it's so judged. And for us, for many, many people, not just women, for many people, it's been so abused. And it needs healing, and it doesn't need healing in talk, and it doesn't need, it does need healing in talk, and it needs healing from the heart, but our bodies have been hurt, and our bodies need to be healed. So it's so important to me. Whew. And so this is the last day of Mercury retrograde. It goes out of retrograde tomorrow, and I just feel I'm just ready to come out. It's funny. It's being queer in my life and in the culture that I grew up in, like, there was no coming out. Like, there was never, like, this big announcement. Like, it was just not a thing. It was just like, oh, who are you dating? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. But, like, this feels like a huge coming out, you know? It's like, and I always talk about, it's like, if you met me 10 years ago and I was like trained as a massage therapist and I also kind of did the psychic stuff, I was like, well, I don't want to be the weird, like, psychic massage therapist. And then I was like, it's okay. I'm a spiritual counselor and a massage therapist. And then I was like, well, I don't want to do like the weird, like, energy work, even though I've been doing these things all along. I don't want to be viewed that way. And then I was like, okay, I accept it. I'm Reiki and lots of other, I learned Reiki kind of last. I learned a lot of other things first, and that was my kind of like validity stamp. And then I just bear with me, I'm gonna get through this. And then I was like, oh, and then I realized that I like had this connection to crystals, and I was singing in my sessions, and I was like, oh no, I'm the weird crystal singing lady. And then I was like, okay, it's all right, I'm the weird singing crystal lady. And then I was like, oh no, like, I'm the weirdest. I'm the internal vaginal massage shamanic healer lady. Like, that is just the craziest, you know? So it's like, I've had my own resistance to the work that I need and the work that has, like, given me my life and, like, allowed me to just feel so safe and connected and hopeful when things just want to feel so overwhelming. Like, if you care, this world is so, like, in danger, you know, and there are people that literally live in that danger every day, and, like, I fucking care. Like, I care a lot, you know? And all this healing work has given me hope and courage and strength to, like, keep caring and to, like, make decisions to do things, and, like, it's important. So that's what today is about, is to coming out and saying, I'm trained in this work. I've been trained in this work for years now. Literally, it'll be 2 years in the end of June. And I'm really looking forward to offering both retreat, community style work and one-on-one intensives. People want to come to New Mexico. But the second thing that I feel like today is about like honoring the shame of hiding and just being like, it's stupid. That's my big proclamation today. Hiding is stupid. And I'm done. I'm really done with it. And I'm done with the toxins that it's made inside me, and like that fear of being found out is so toxic. You know, and if it was like just a legal thing, like, it would have been one thing, but I was afraid that it would be, if I got charged with any kind of sexual assault outside my scope of practice, like, I would never be allowed to work with teens again. And, like, teens are my heart. Like, they're our future and they're the best in the whole world. And it was just not worth it. Like, it just wasn't worth it to, like, to practice and put myself out there without knowing that, like, it was seen from the outside as, like, appropriate. And by silencing that, it just created so much doubt in myself. And I'm, like, so mad about that. Like, I'm so mad that, like, this thing that I know so deep in myself can be so... And that's just, like, that's what happens, you know? Like, I'm okay with being mad. I'm okay with caring. You know, people have always said to me, like, all the time when I was a kid, people would say, like, you are so, like, how is it that you just, like, express your... I just got really dizzy. How is it that you express yourself and, like, don't care what people think? And I was just always like, of course I care what people think. I care about people. I just do it anyway. But sometimes I don't, you know? And I ache to do it. I ache to know myself and to give it to the world. It's like, it's the thing that's the most important to me, but it's also, like, a huge challenge. So... this video was longer than I thought it would be. Thanks for listening and seeing me. Secrets, man. It just makes me think of Ilana Van Zant's, like, you're only as sick as your secrets, you know? Confession, hashtag confession session. Oh, So I'm really looking forward to stepping out and like not in this weepy way, like stepping out and saying like, I have this work that really helps. And I'm not afraid to show it. So, I've been calling the work Shamanic Pelvic Floor work, which is like redundant because the pelvic floor is like this exquisite place. Because to me, shamanism is the like, it's walking between the worlds. It's the material world and it's the kind of invisible, etheric, multiple, however you kind of want to talk about it, dimensions or spirit or energetic or all of those things. And so the pelvic floor, you know, especially the like energy of the womb is that gateway. It's the space between like the material world and like spirit, like taking spirit and turning it into form. So shamanic pelvic floor is totally redundant. And if you want to know about it, stay with me. Because I want to share and teach because it's so important. God. Whew. And I've like done a lot of the work, like concept wise, like wild femme and like all this stuff. It's like out there, but it's like, it's been like clouded by this, like, but don't give away too much. So that's over now. And, I hope I feel confident to give you everything that I'm inspired to give you instead of like second and triple and quadruple and quintuplet questioning myself. Because, like, we don't have time for that shit anymore. I want to hear your wisdom and I want to share mine. So, okay, so, talk about a crazy world. We're having rain in New Mexico here that we haven't had in 1,000 years. And, like, so even though I live in the desert, this is what my yard looks like right now. It's just, like, so green. So, I'll leave you with that. It's so green. And I'll leave you with this, the notion that where there's fertile ground, something will grow. And it's just our job to tend it. So my fertile ground, your fertile ground, this planet. What are we going to grow here? Okay. Thank you. So much love. Bye.